is for Fayette County, including the towns of Maynard, Olwine, and Westgate. This storm has had a history of producing a rotating wall cloud, and there have been some funnel clouds associated with this, as well as it continues to move in the southeasterly direction pretty slowly. This is moving at about 20 miles per hour, and the storm is located near Sumner. Here's a look at this tornado warning. You can see the storm located just near Westgate. It is just to the northwest of Maynard, and that is where the storm is located right now, northeast of Buck Creek. Over towards Tripola, that we did have, again, a history of producing a rotating wall cloud with this, but now we're starting to see reports of funnel cloud in the western portion of the county here, and there is some circulation inside of this, and that is located right there just west of Westgate. You could see this right, let me change here, right in here. The potential for the tornado would be right here, just north of Westgate, and that is the concern right now. It has a history of producing a rotating wall cloud, and then we're getting pictures in as well, sent in on Twitter, Facebook, and all that, social media, emails, and phone calls, actually, that there's been some circulation right in there, and that is where the National Weather Service has now issued a tornado warning. This warning is in effect until 9:15. Areas that would be impacted would be toward the Maynard area, Westgate, and then off towards Olwine, officially in the warning, but it looks like that storm may be to the north of the area as it continues to track toward the southeast, and it is moving slow. It is producing some very heavy rain, as you can see here, and a lot of lightning associated with this. This storm is located near Maynard, Westgate, and Olwine, all under that warning. But again, that warning officially for Olwine is on the south edge of that. This storm may stay to the north of Olwine as it heads towards Maynard and maybe just south of Arlington if it continues that track on towards the east and southeast. So we're going to stay on the air here until 9:15 or until this warning is no longer in effect. There's not much in the way of any hail associated with this. They're still continuing this tornado warning, though. It's radar indicated, so there hasn't been an actual confirmation of a tornado, but there is circulation inside the storm, and we have been seeing some circulation from spotters of a rotating wall cloud, and so at any point a tornado can drop out of this as this moves on toward the south and east. This is a tornado warning, and this is where we remain on the air as long as the tornado warning is in effect for this area, as things do change quickly. We do have still this severe thunderstorm warning off to the southeast here. This is in Clayton County, where we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect at this hour until 9 o'clock for about another 20 more minutes. And that is for the potential of large hail as well as damaging wind. And also, there is a potential for a tornado to form here as a possibility. No warning at this point, but something they're continuing to monitor with these two individual storms. This one does have a tornado warning. Look inside the storm, see if there's any better circulation. Yeah, there's a little bit more. It is right now near Westgate, so if you live in Westgate or near Westgate and areas to the east, please take shelter now as the storm is approaching your area or in your area. Lowest level of your building, interior room, you want as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and we want to protect your head. So grab something, baseball helmet, some sort of other something, a book, a pillowcase, a pillow itself. You want to be underneath something sturdy. Again, protect your head at all costs. You want to be in the lowest level, interior room. Basement is preferable. If you don't have that, maybe a closet or a bathroom. And inside the bathroom, probably the best place to be either is in the shower or the bathtub there. So those are good places to be when it comes to being safe and playing the odds here of making it through if there is a tornado and it does impact you directly. This storm is moving toward the southeast at 20 miles per hour. It is moving toward the southeast at 20 miles per hour, putting around Westgate and Maynard. I'm going to put a track on this and put a track on the circulation associated with this. So this is moving at about, what did I say, 20 miles per hour? So it's moving fairly slow. Not sure what's going to show up there, not much. So let's do this a different way. Let's put it on here. This is 20 miles an hour. And we'll do the whole brunt of this, the whole circulation area, and see what location. So Maynard is about 850. So you got about roughly 9 minutes before the circulation of that storm moves into the area. But obviously you can see Maynard is already getting hit with the rain. Rain is falling pretty good there. The storm is just north of Old Line. Storm now moving toward Maynard, and again that circulation is just off towards the north and west. Switch back here, and you'll see the circulation just to the north of Westgate. That would be the area of concern. That would be right around 100th Street, and just to the west of R Avenue, or pretty much right now probably near R Avenue, as this continues to move in the southeasterly direction at about 20 miles per hour. Heavy rain falling in the Maynard area over towards Westgate. Back to the north and west, the rain extends, say, just to the southeast of Fredericksburg there, in Sumner. That's where the storm was moving through, and we've had reports, again, of circulation with this. Latest report showing the storm located near Maynard, which is just approaching that area, just to the west where the leading edge is, but the core of the storm, where that circulation is located, is near Westgate, and that will continue to track off toward the south and southeast. And let's move here, back out a little bit, because I do want to show you the warning for the other location as well as sort of the bigger picture here to show you what's going on. Because there are a couple other storms out there, and those storms are moving in the same direction toward the southeast. But there's only two storms that are strong right now, or severe. One in Clayton County and one in Fayette County. Outside of that, all the active weather is in southern parts of Wisconsin, eventually moving into northern Illinois. So bypassing the areas north of Highway 20 as of this point. But keep in mind, this is an area that has the potential for some severe weather. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 3 o'clock. So that means any of these thunderstorms that are in the area have the potential for producing large hail as well as some damaging wind in these locations. I know we're on with the tornado warning. I know there's fireworks going on. And the good thing about this scenario, for those that are interested in that, there is a rerun of this at 9 o'clock. So the show that was on from 8 to 9 is going to be replayed from 9 to 10. So if you're, as we're covering this up, you'll be able to see this at 9:45, the fireworks at that point. So just to let you know that they do repeat that on the 4th of July when it comes to the fireworks Macy's show. So that is good for us, and the timing on that for those that are not being impacted, that are interested in the fireworks. But this is a tornado warning that is in effect, and we stay on the air during the storm as long as the tornado warning is in effect. And this is near Westgate now. Circulation associated with this is weakened a little bit, and that is good news. It's still located between Westgate and Maynard, and it's moving toward the east and southeast at about 20 miles per hour. Tornado warning remains in effect. This is until 9:15 right now. It's 8:45, so 15 minutes probably going to keep this in effect. If the storm weakens a little bit or shows less sign of circulation, and we're not getting reports of a rotating wall cloud associated with this, as well as funnel clouds, then the National Weather Service may cancel this a bit sooner. But until then, the threat for a tornado is there in Fayette County, near Maynard, as well as Westgate, and it's tracking off towards the east and southeast at about 20 miles per hour. This warning is in effect until 9:15. The core of the storm is located between Maynard and Westgate with very heavy rain, and this will continue to track off toward the south and east. Elsewhere around the region, it is quiet, and it is quiet. In some areas, they're looking at a clear sky, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Many locations have a clear sky around, except for where these storms are, and there's two of them, one with a tornado warning and one with a severe thunderstorm warning. The severe thunderstorm warning, warned one, is until 9 o'clock. That continues to track off toward the southeast. Hail and high wind a possibility with that. In Elkport, the storm should start to weaken in your area, but farther to the south and east over towards Cassville, it's probably getting pretty dark. And as you can see, there is a new warning now being issued by the National Weather Service for that storm as it moves toward the south and east. Jeff can pull up our Cassville camera to see what's going on as well. Now, this severe thunderstorm warning, this is a new one. That is in effect for Delaware County, which is the northeastern part of Delaware County, a small portion. Otherwise, most of Dubuque County. It does include the city of Dubuque, Asbury, New Vienna, and Piasta as the storm tracks off toward the south and east. Large hail, damaging wind, still a possibility with this storm. This is a new warning that runs right along the Mississippi River here, and at any point, if there's some circulation in there, they may pull the trigger for a tornado. But this is a tornado warning that is in effect for Fayette County. This is radar indicated. So far, we haven't seen anything, so good news out of this. The circulation doesn't appear to be strengthening. That's very good news. But it's still not very far east, or it is near Westgate, so that has not changed very much. Again, this is a very slow-moving system. It's somewhere between Maynard and Westgate that the circulation is right now. Looking at the radar, farther to the east, we don't have that circulation in place at this point. There could be a potential, if we make a little argument there, that would be near Osterdock or just to the west of Osterdock, but that doesn't look too impressive at this point since the core of the storm is to the south. And if there were to be anything, it would probably be on the south side of this or closer to the Colesburg area. But again, at this point, no warning when it comes to a tornado warning for this storm. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for Delaware and Dubuque County with the potential for some large hail and some damaging winds. We continue to see this storm. This is looking at Cassville. As mentioned, I'm going to move the radar back here. So the storm is seeing the rain right now moving into Cassville. It's getting dark off towards the northwest here. The storm will be coming from the left side of your screen there. So it's darker. You see the darker gray there. That's the storm where it's coming from. You're looking sort of up the Mississippi River there. And that storm is going to be tracking southwest of the Cassville area with the potential for some strong wind and some hail. Back to the tornado warning. That remains in effect until 9:15. This is for Fayette County. It includes the city of Maynard, Olwine, and Westgate. I want to emphasize that Olwine is officially in this warning, but I think as we look at this and the track on this, just looking at the movement of the storm in the past, as well as the winds in the upper levels and how everything has been moving, it will probably be just to your north and northeast of Olwine. But Maynard is getting hit hard right now with some very heavy rain, vivid lightning. There's also a possibility of some hail as well as some wind. And this is going to continue here for about another 15 minutes to a half hour. Getting phone calls into the newsroom. We know that the fireworks are ongoing. The good news is when it comes to the tornado warning, unfortunately we stay on the air because of the threat for some severe weather and the potential for a tornado. The warning or the fireworks will be replayed or are going to be replayed as of 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. The same show from 8 to 9 is going to be replayed from 9 to 10. And hopefully we'll be off the air and there won't be any more severe weather or tornado warnings around this time as the fireworks part of the show is on, which would be about 9:50. So Yes, the fireworks display will be once again. I know you probably want to see it right now, but we're going to continue to cover the tornado warning that remains in effect for eastern Iowa. And this warning is in effect for Fayette County. We've had a history of a rotating wall cloud as well as a few funnel clouds associated with this as the storm moves southeastward. Storm right now near Maynard. Westgate, you're probably seeing the rain lighten up or will be very shortly as the storm continues its southeasterly track. Storm right now located over Maynard, heading towards Scott and eventually towards the Starmont High School there, and then on to Strawberry Point, if that holds together. So at least rain will be pushing into the area. Whether the threat for severe weather is still holding together at that point or not, we'll have to wait and see. But this is the core of the storm. It is pretty intense, and it is producing some very heavy rain as well as vivid lightning. The other storm here is a severe thunderstorm warning that has sort of extended a little farther to the east. It is now going to include a new warning for Clayton County and Grant County in southern portion of Wisconsin. So a portion of that is also going to catch the southern part of Grant County as it moves southeastward. So a larger severe thunderstorm warning or expanded part of that severe thunderstorm warning, that is for Delaware and Dubuque counties, but now including parts of Clayton County and Grant County, the southern part of Grant County, with large hail and some damaging wind. We do have some more storms that are up here in through northeast Iowa, Winnebago County and Allamakee County, near Waukon, Frankville, some thunderstorms there, but none of these are severe. Most of the other severe thunderstorms are located in southern Wisconsin, moving toward the east. Here's the big picture, and we'll put a time lapse on this to show you where these and how these storms are moving. They are generally moving toward the east and a little bit southward as we head through the last hour. There is also the potential for any of these storms, any storm in this area, to produce severe weather. The environment is there for the possibility of these storms to produce large hail and damaging wind. This severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 3 o'clock. I don't anticipate that the watch in eastern Iowa to linger till 3 o'clock. That will probably come to an end about 10 or 11 o'clock as all the storms will be moving out of the area. I think any of these thunderstorms here in eastern Iowa will clear eastern Iowa by the latest midnight tonight. As you can see, we are tracking this one cell that continues to move off toward the southeast, and this is the reason why we're on the air. There is a tornado warning that is in effect, and that is located in Fayette County near Maynard. Circulation not as distinct as it has been with this, and moving to the southeast. I'm reading this from the National Weather Service. So that continues to move to the southeast over the Maynard area. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning off to the east. Those are for Delaware and Dubuque County. So again, we will stay on the air as long as there is a tornado warning in effect for our coverage area as the circulation is still in play here. Haven't had any reports of the wall cloud. There was some rotation a little bit earlier. They have added a severe thunderstorm warning to this, so that's a sign that they may cancel this severe thunderstorm or tornado warning a little bit sooner. We'll switch radar modes here, and this is a new severe thunderstorm warning that is now in effect. And this severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the rest of Fayette County farther to the south and east, as well as into southwestern Clayton County, including Strawberry Point. So Arlington, as well as Maynard, where the storm is right now, Scott and Strawberry Point, some locations that are in this severe thunderstorm warning. Now, because they issued a severe thunderstorm warning a bit farther out, they've probably noticed that the circulation is not there as well as it was a bit earlier. And so in advance of that, they'll warn on the potential for some large hail and some damaging wind with this storm still, but that may be the case where they don't think that this rotation is going to continue farther to the south and east than where the warning is right now. And hopefully it stays that way, and that's the only tornado warning that we have here this evening. Let's take a look inside the storm and see if there's a little better or less circulation. A little bit better circulation just to the west of Maynard, so it would be sitting right about here. That would be your circulation. And as mentioned, they let that warning cancel. Like I was talking about how they're going to probably cancel this warning sooner. And with that, it's a severe thunderstorm warning. So with that, we will send you back to regularly scheduled programming. And we have these 2 warnings that remain in effect. Any additional warnings will be breaking into programming.